Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a 2-year update with my first ever Chanel full-on handbag. It is my Chanel GST in the black caviar with silver hardware. So I got this back in March of 2014, and I didn't really use this bag very much in the first year because this was my first ever full Chanel bag, like an actual handbag minus my walk. So I was just getting into, I was still slowly getting into high-end designer brands, but I have been using this a lot more lately this year because I've realized I don't have a lot of very large handbags like this size here. So I only have this bag and my Neverfull as my, two the biggest handbags in my collection, and I hope to get more because I am really tired of small tiny handbags, like small medium to really tiny handbags. As you can see above, that's where all my this is where how I put my handbags up or display them. It's pretty messy right now because I don't have my jumbo with me, so I'm kind of like disorganized up there, so don't mind the mess. But yeah, so I've had this for 2 years, and I absolutely love this piece to death. I definitely have noticed that it's gone a lot more squishier. But again, this is 2 years worth, and it is still the boxy bag it was when I first got it. You can see that this side is a little bit more straight, and this side here is a little bit curved, a little bit slouchy, but I don't mind that because it just gives more character to the bag, and actually it lets me, use the bag a little bit better when it slouches a little bit. But I'm okay with a little slouch as long as it doesn't slouch like crazy, like a really soft leather handbag would. But the caviar has kept its shape pretty nicely, pretty well. I'll also show you near the end of the video how I keep its shape. So yeah, I'll first show you the exterior because that's the main concern about this bag, not so much the interior, because the interior is just satin lining. So as you can see, the corners here are actually not that bad. They've actually smoothened, but I don't see a lot of color. I see some graying a little bit, like some scuffing, but not to the point where it's like hideously scuffed. And then same thing on the back here. Nothing really to tell you guys. It's not as the corners on any caviar handbag will always be smoothened over time. That's just the nature of it. And then on this side here, there's a little bit more scuffing on this side. Actually, no, it's just, it's just smoothened again. And this white stuff you're seeing around here, that's just the shine of the leather, how shiny it's gotten over the past 2 years. And then the front on the other corner is actually not that bad. It is definitely a little bit scuffed, but not to the point where like I'm crying about it. I mean, it's natural. Can't really see it very well because the light is shining on it, but yeah, it's really not that bad. And the face, the front part of the bag, as you can see, it's gone super shiny, and I haven't like done anything to it. Maybe like I've only baby wiped it like once or twice in the 2 years that I've had this bag, but I don't see anything, no scratches or anything, but it definitely has gone a lot more shinier. As you can see, with the light shining on it, it looks like there's like a metallic sheen, but there really isn't. It's just the shininess of the leather. And the side, again, this basically shows how shiny it is. It kind of looks like scales a little bit, like fish scales because of the pebbled leather, but it's not. It's just the shininess of it. And then the back here, as you can see, I still kept these stickers on here so that I wouldn't scratch the hardware. I removed it in the front here because basically, long story short, I actually had the blue stickers on there for like the longest time, and then in Chanel, the sales associate said, "Oh, you still have your blue stickers on your bag. I'll peel it off for you." So she peeled it off for me, and I was so embarrassed, but I didn't want to sound silly that I want to keep them on there because I'm super OCD with my Chanels. But I don't know, it's fine, whatever. But the back, no one cares about the back. But yeah, so, and the back pocket, as you can see, it looks super shiny. And I don't have like crazy lighting on me, it's just natural white light. So there's no scratches, nothing, and you can see like hardly any sagging. And the secret to me of having it not to slouch is, you know, when I'm sitting down in a car or on the public transit or, you know, in a chair in a room or something, I don't put my arms over the bag and, you know, put all my weight on the bag. I simply just keep my hands to my side, and I just, like, you know, wrap my hands around the bag, basically like so. And yeah, that's the main thing. Never ever rest your arms on your handbag, because that'll just make your bag slouch. Doesn't matter what type of leather. For all leathers, if you do that, it will slouch eventually. So I highly recommend you guys to not do that. Even caviar will still slouch. So I wanted to kind of pinpoint a little bit of the top trim here, where the loops of the chain connect to the handbag, and I actually feel like I don't feel any denting or anything, but I do feel like, I don't know, I do feel that the plastic coating over the leather has you know, smoothened out a lot more, so it doesn't have this bumpy feeling. It definitely has a smoother touch to it, which you actually can't even notice because it's not doing the bag any damage or anything. And I don't see any slouching or anything between the trim and between the ring here. I thought that would be a problem because these rings are actually these large rings are pretty you know, heavy, but you know, I don't see that. Even on the back, I don't see any sagging or anything. And the hardware itself, I actually don't like. I see maybe like very super fine lined scratches, but I can't make it out very well, and it's super shiny. Even like in between, like the inside here, this depth here in the ring, I don't see any scratches at all either. I believe this is like palladium hardware. I could be wrong, but I don't ever see this tarnishing or you know, discoloring or feeling very rusty. You know, that like rough, like when over time metal does get rusty and has that tougher texture. I don't feel that with this. This I feel is like a solid ring, and I'm really happy about that Chanel did that. And also because the back has rings, there's absolutely no scratches here. So, and the strap here, there is obviously, like, you know, when you flatten it out like this, there is going to be wrinkling because you know, because the shoulder strap's going to be bent. It's going to take mold of your shoulder and it's going to stretch a little up top. And then the interior here, if you could see, a little bit wrinkled here, but not so bad. It's just normal wear and tear. I don't see any of the leather or trimmings coming off. There's absolutely like no glazing, like the Louis Vuitton. There's no glazing. The leather is strictly like turned and wrapped and folded and actually sewn over the leather. So it's really, really good craftsmanship there. You can see there's no wear and tear. And I actually don't baby the handles very much. It comes sliding off my shoulder a lot, and a lot of times I'll have buckles or zippers or whatever on my sleeve, and it'll just like, you know, scratch itself against it, but I don't feel or see any like scratching or any hard abrasiveness to it. And the strap here, time to time it does make noise. Let me see. So basically like the Chanel Jumbo, but it's not as loud as the Chanel Jumbo Flat. But I will say for, you know, because of these big, large, round rings here, when you put the strap down, this does tend to clang on the leather and on the metal ring piece here a lot, as you can see. And this does make sound, but it's just like a classic, you know, bag sound, I guess you could say. I don't know how you would actually describe it. So, you know, when I put the straps down, they definitely make a lot of noise. Or, you know, when I move the bag, it'll definitely make noise. So, I mean, I find any handbag is going to make noise no matter what if it has, you know, this much hardware on it. And the back, same thing goes to the back. I don't, actually, there's actually no wrinkling here. It's actually taken mold to my shoulders. You can see I have pretty small shoulders. And yeah, no rusting, and the hardware has kept very, very shiny. Nothing to report there. Now the interior pocket, I do have like these really crappy, like, this is really scratched up. Look how scratched up my these plastic inserts have gotten just over 2 years of putting just my SLGs and, you know, makeup bag. So this is practically how much scratching goes on in your bag inside. It's really crazy. I thought I'd just show you that. So I made that for both sides of the bag because it does have 2 large compartments. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted these to hold the for it to hold the sides of the bag upwards, so that when it's in storage, the bag won't, you know, move or slouch, or it'll be harder for the bag to slouch in from the sides. That's what I did, and I did such a bad job, but you know what, I don't care. No one's gonna see the interior of my bag but myself, and because it's clear, I hardly recognize it, especially when there's stuff inside. So it's that, and this is basically what the interior looks like. It's just a, you know, just a suede fabric lining, silk lining, nothing too drastic about it. There is leather surrounding the, you know, perimeter of the bag that goes, I think, like 2.5 inches into the bag here, and nothing to report there. It's in very good condition. No scratching, no loose threads or anything. The zipper here, now Chanel does have an issue with their zippers. I find Louis Vuitton zippers are like my favorite, because they just do the zipper very smooth and very well made. And even, you can see, this part here, this leather cloth here that connects the zipper to the actual leather of the handbag, this does start to like pill a little bit, not too crazy, because it is definitely made out of cotton. I don't know if you could see, but there is like some very light pillage going on, but nothing too crazy. I do see some like scratches on the zipper. You can't see on camera because it's super small, but I don't know, I just feel like the zipper isn't as smooth as it used to be. I think it's just because I don't use this center zipper as often as I like it to be, so but it's still a very good, very nice moving zipper. I don't know if this is like what type of zipper this is. Let me see what it is. Just trying to read it, so small. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to post and update you guys on Instagram what it is. The zipper pull is fully metal here. CC logo on one side, and then it just says Chanel on this side here. There are some hairline scratches, you know, from natural wear and tear and from it clanging onto the actual zipper teeth a lot, but it's not that bad. It's still very, very shiny. No complaints there. The interior pockets, the flat pocket it comes with, hasn't stretched or deformed or anything. It's kept the same. And here, the zipper compartment here, this is a plastic zipper, and again, it comes with a very gorgeous, you can see that CC Chanel one side and then CC on the other side. Very gorgeous zipper. Actually, the plastic zipper is actually smoother than the center zipper for some strange reason. The Chanel made in Italy leather piece here has kept its hot stamping there, so no chipping or anything. And this bag also does come with a little key tag thing attachment, and the leather definitely has crinkled a little bit, but but it's not like pebbled caviar leather. It's just a smooth, simple leather pull string here, or leather key string here, and I don't ever use this, so it just sits in my bag, but it still moves very, very nicely. The clasp moves very easily. No scratches from what I can see, and no major, you know, tarnishing. There's actually absolutely no tarnishing on here. I just wish they put like a CC on here just to make it a little bit more fancier, but I don't know. But that's just my opinion. So, and the sticker has stayed intact. My bag here is the 18 series. So this is probably like made in either 2013 or very early 2014. The bottom of the bag, I didn't show you the bottom of the bag. This bag does not come with feet. It's actually still pretty shiny. As you can see, there's some little scratches. You can't actually feel it. You can only see if you shine like a really bright light on it. It's like, as you can see here, but nothing else to report on. The base is very, very strong. I don't ever see the bag like sagging like this. I think there's actually cardboard in between the leather, and that's actually sewn into this, so that's probably why it doesn't sag. I can actually feel cardboard in it, or maybe it's a plastic piece, I don't know, but it's definitely like a board of some sort. And it's, yeah, sewn in directly in the bag. I'm just feeling around in it just to let you guys know. And I really, really love this bag. This is definitely in my collection for a very, very long time. Actually, all my Chanels would be the only high